Okay, so hello and good evening.
Evening.
Yes, can you please show your face? Okay, there you are. So it's nice to see you again today. How are you?
I'm very um I'm fine and very good.
Wow, what makes you feel very good? What makes you feel so good? What makes you feel so good, Anne?
So good
Yeah.
because my name because the wait a minute I
Okay.
think because today I don't know.
Okay, you don't know? Okay, anyway. So for today, we will have a 1 hour class. Because can you still remember last time that I went out in Zoom just for 30 minutes and we just have 30 minutes class. Is that right?
Okay, it's right.
Yeah. Because last time my signal was so poor suddenly, that's why I went out in Zoom. And I can no longer go back in Zoom because it says there that my internet is not stable. Okay, so now can you see my screen clearly, Anne?
I see your screen clearly.
Okay, so we're going to continue here in task 9. I want you to match the two halves of the sentences. Okay, we have here numbers 1 to 5. You're going to match it with letters A to E. Okay, so let's start with number 1. People will no longer need guidebooks. What would be the match of this or the partner of this sentence here? You can match it. Can you please start matching now, Anne?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay, so you're done. One, two, three, four, five. So let's check your answer. People will no longer need guidebooks if they use tourist information websites. If people can find flats and houses online, we won't need estate agents. Very good. Number three, can you please read Anne? Can you please read number three?
If people can, we won't need switchboard operators if newspaper only appear in digital form.
Okay, we won't need switchboard operators if newspapers, this is letter C, if all companies use automated telephone systems. Okay. Then for number four, if there aren't any schools, will we need teachers? That's correct. For number five, teenagers won't get jobs delivering paper if newspapers only appear in digital form. Okay, so that's it. So for this one, you got 3 out of 5. That is still a good score. So now, Anne, let's proceed with the next slide. Okay, here in task 10, I want you to complete the first conditional sentence. Then you use the present simple or the will form of the verbs in the brackets. Okay, so now I'll give you the time to complete the first conditional sentence here.
Um,
Okay.
Di John won't I
Okay. What about number six? Okay, so now since you're done, let's check your answer for number one. I'll quit my job if I don't get a pay rise. Okay, then for number two, if you if you are confident, I think you will do well in the interview. Okay, let's see. Very good. Number three, I will look I will look a job in finance if I pass all my exams. Okay, I'll look for a job in finance if I pass all my exams. Very good. If you don't go to university, you won't earn as much money. Very good. You will be much happier if you find a less stressful job. Great job. If my computer goes wrong, will you fix it for me? Okay, that's it. So for this one, you got a perfect score. That is 12 out of 12. Okay, so how do you find this activity, and so easy for you?
okay.
Yes. Okay, so
I think it's
yeah.
I'll tell I'll it in a rush.
What did you
Um,
say, Anne?
I have to study this for conditional in when I am in a rush.
Ah, I see. That's good because you already study about first conditional. For this one, I want you to complete the email. Then you use the correct form of the verbs in the brackets. Then after you're done completing the email, I will check your answer and you will read it aloud together with your answer. Okay? So I'll give you the time to write your answers.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, just continue. What about number 7, 8, 10, and 12? And also number 4. What's your answer in that number? How about number 8, 10, and 12? Will be able to. Okay, so now let's check your answer. I'm sure I will pass. I'll pass. Work, get, will apply, aren't, I'll probably go. Okay, this is have, I'll email, don't have, I'll be, find, I'll be able to. Great job because you got a perfect score again. Wow. Okay. So is that easy for you? You got 12 out of 12. So now, Anne, I want you to read the email. Can you please read?
Mm, Hi Claire, thank you for your email. I am well, thanks, but very busy at the moment as I have school exam next month. I'm sure I will pass if I work hard, but I want to do very well. If I get top grade, I will apply to study science at the University of London. If my marks are so good, I will probably go to another university, maybe Sheffield.
Continue. I'll have time. If
If
I have
I
time.
have time, I'll email you again before the exams. If I don't have time, I'll be in touch soon after. Anyway, I still hope to come and see you in Paris in August. I, if I find a well-paid summer job, I will be able to afford plane ticket. Finger crossed, love and all.
Okay, thank you for reading that one. And I can see that you're a fast and a great reader. However, you mispronounced this word. Can you please read this again?
It's a upgrade
Okay, this is apply.
line.
Yes, that's apply. What do you mean by fingers crossed? What do you mean by fingers crossed? Okay.
Mean the finger is crossed and you ah the action that you have symbol. It's your cross.
Yes, this is fingers crossed. This one is fingers crossed. What do you mean by fingers crossed like this one?
But what do you mean by that? Do you know the meaning of fingers crossed?
I think I understand it.
You understand it?
Is the I understand it.
You don't understand?
No, no, no. I understand that.
Okay, but what do you mean by fingers crossed? Can you please explain that to teacher?
Yeah, what do you mean by fingers crossed?
Um, because I think it is action show somebody that you very well.
Okay. This is a fingers crossed. That means that you are making a promise and that promise will happen. That's the meaning of fingers crossed. Okay, so now Anne, let's proceed with the next slide. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, and you answer the question using first conditional statement. Okay, so what will you do if you lose your mobile phone, Anne? What will you do if you lose your mobile phone?
I know so if I will I was thinking.
Okay. Take your time to think. Anyway, do you have a mobile phone?
No,
Ah.
I don't have mobile phone.
Okay, what gadget do you have, Anne?
You mean
Gadget.
when I have it?
What gadget? Do you have a laptop?
Your own laptop?
No, no, no. I don't have a laptop.
What about a computer?
I don't have a computer.
Okay, so what are you using in attending my class?
Sorry, I borrow. But if you, I lost mobile phone, I will buy the new one.
Wow, you have a lot of money because you're going to buy a new one. Okay, usually if we lose our mobile phone, we're going to find and search everywhere until we find it. And if we cannot find it, if we have money, we can buy a new one. Okay, so question number 2, what will you do if it rains all day on Saturday?
I'll at home.
Yes. What will you do if it rains all day on Saturday?
What will you do, Anne? Hello, Anne, are you still there?
Okay,
Okay, so what will you do if it rains all day on Saturday?
I will be at home.
Okay, you if you answer my question, you use first conditional statement.
Okay, again, what will you do if it rains all day on Saturday?
What will you do, Anne?
To get good mark. Uh, I will be at home.
Okay,
So you answer, if it rains all day on Saturday, I will be at home. Okay, so that's it. So
I
for number
will be at
3,
home if it rains.
okay? So for number 3, what will you do if you get good marks in your final exams?
I will. I will. Um. I won't have response about that.
what?
I don't have response about that.
Okay. So what will you do if you don't feel well tomorrow morning?
You are gonna.
What will you do if you don't feel well tomorrow morning?
Mm, don't feel well tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I will no, I will sleep more than
What?
more than normal. I will sleep. I will sleep more than normal.
Okay, very good. So, what will you do if you forget to do your homework at the weekend?
Yeah,
What will you do if you forget to do your homework at the weekend?
I will do. I will. Yes. If
Yes.
I forget to do homework at the weekend, I will do it from Monday.
Okay, very good. Okay, so what will you do if you can sleep tonight?
Mm, because I
What will you do if you can sleep tonight, Anne?
know tonight is
What will you
if
do
I
if
can't, I will play card.
Okay, that's it. So thank you for answering all my question, and since we're done with this unit, okay, we're going to proceed with another unit now. So wait me a little bit because I'm going to open another unit for you here. Can you see my screen now, Anne?
Okay.
Can you see my screen now?
Okay. Right.
Okay, so we are now in the listening test. Okay, this one, we are now in three. It is all about changing jobs. So before we proceed with part one, let's learn the words from our vocabulary first. I want you to listen and repeat after me. You say, estate agent.
Estate agent.
Estate estate
Yeah,
agent,
what do you mean by an estate agent?
a person who shop it, sell house and land for people.
Okay, that's correct. A person whose job is to sell houses and land for other people. Okay, next we have gardener.
Gardener.
Gardener,
What do you mean by gardener?
got a pew. who, who, um, who work in the garden.
Yes, very good. A person whose job is to work in a garden. What about groundskeeper? You say
Groundskeeper.
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 What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by groundskeeper, Anne?
Groundskeeper is groundskeeper is
Okay. So a
no,
groundskeeper
no,
is
no.
a person whose job is to take care of a sports field or a park. For example, a parking lot. Who will keep that parking lot clean? It is the groundskeeper, someone who clean or take care of a field or the ground or the oval. Yes, do you understand, Anne?
Okay.
Okay, next we have
Journalist.
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 What is a journalist?
A person who report at for another for somebody.
Okay, where are we going to see a journalist? Where can we see a journalist? Where can we see a journalist?
A journalist is the
We can see them.
no, no, no. A person who report for report with another other person.
Yes, that's correct. A person whose job is to collect and write news stories for newspapers, magazine, or online news sites. They are the person or people who reports a story from other people. Okay, next we have delivery man.
Deliveryman.
Deliveryman.
What do you mean by that?
Deliveryman is um, a person who delivery or ship something for everyone for everybody when his car is buy something.
Yes. Since pandemic arrived, online selling is rampant everywhere. So delivery man is a famous job during pandemic because we just order online and the delivery man will deliver that one to you in front of your door steps. Okay, so this is a man whose job is to deliver goods to the people who have ordered them. Okay, next we have locksmith.
Locksmith.
You say,
Smith.
yes, what do you mean by locksmith?
Mm, wait a minute.
Okay.
person who a person who fixes the lock.
Okay, yes, you got it right. A person whose job is making, fitting, and repairing locks. Okay, next we have developer.
Developer.
What is the job of a developer, N?
So person who develop a project or a company.
Can you please give an example for a company that develops?
Okay, so here it is a person or company that buys land or buildings in order to build new houses or shops. Example for this company is Camellia Homes. Camellia Homes is a company who buys lots, then builds houses so that those who are homeless will be able to rent or buy a home for this estate or for this developer. Do you understand?
Understanding.
Okay, so now can you please repeat all the words from our vocabulary?
Accountant, gardener, groundskeeper, journalist, dairyman, locksmith, developer.
So now, do you have any question to me? Yeah, do you have any question to me? Hello,
Okay.
Anne. Do you have any question? No. Okay, so next let's learn the other words. We have stunt
Stunt
performer.
performer.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by stunt performer and
Actor or actress who
what Anne?
is the actor or actress.
Okay, it is a trained professional who performs daring acts. It can be actors or actresses. Very good. Next, we have surfing
Surfing
instructor.
instructor.
What is that?
Instructor is
What do you mean by surfing instructor, Anne?
the fifth instructor is the instruct a person who will teach people to play surf.
Very good. A person who teaches people how to surf. Next, we have sail
Sail
assistant.
assistant.
Yeah, what do you mean
So
by that?
the assistant who receive receive money in the market or supermarket.
Okay, so this is a person who works on the sales floor providing assistance directly to customers. For example, you are buying a t-shirt that you're going to wear in a party for tomorrow. Then you go for the sales assistant because that woman will assist you about the sizes of the t-shirt, how many t-shirts are available in these sizes, the color of the t-shirt. That's the job of the sale assistant. Okay, next we have
Baker.
baker.
You say baker.
Baker.
Yeah, what do you mean by
I have
baker
a
and
person who, a person who makes a cake.
Very
And
good. Who bakes a cake or breads? A person whose job is baking, selling bread and cakes. Very good. What about next? We have challenge.
Challenge.
What do you mean by challenge?
something is hard to pass.
Okay, a new or difficult task that tests somebody's ability and skill. You're correct. A new task that is hard to do. Okay, next we have passionate.
Passionate.
This is an adjective that means having or showing strong feelings of love. Are you passionate to become a teacher? Yes, I am very passionate to my students. Okay, next we have creative.
Creative.
What do you mean by that, Anne?
Creative is so creative. Creative um to create something.
Okay, can you please give me a product, example product for creativity? Okay, so creative means involving the use of skill and the imagination to produce something new or a work of art. Example for this one is what? A
Box.
bamboo straw. Did you see a
Oh,
bamboo straw? Have you seen a bamboo straw?
I have seen it.
Yeah, so that's the product for creativity. Instead of using metal, they use bamboo for straw, and it is eco-friendly. Okay, next we have wage. What do you mean by wage?
Wage.
Wait. The money, the money earned for works. The money earned for works.
Yes, it is to begin and continue a war, a battle, or etc. It is a verb. But the one that you're referring, wage, that's money, it's a noun. A wage that is a noun that refers to the salary that we get if we work. Okay, but since wage is a verb, this means to begin and continue a war and a battle. Okay, so you may now wage your sword. Okay, that's it. So now can you please repeat all the words here we have?
Stunt performer, surfing instructor, sales
Okay.
assistant, baker, challenger, passionate, creative, wage.
Okay, very good. So now, for task 1, I want you to match 5 of the jobs below with pictures A to E. Okay. So here, for picture A, what job is this, Anne? For picture A, what job is that?
The job in teacher A is
What job is that? That is
A. Lock. The job in picture A is locksmith.
okay. That's locksmith. Very good. What about now letter B?
Is sales assistant.
Sales assistant. Is that your final answer? Kindly look at the picture. That means for sale or sold.
Housekeeper.
What?
Housekeeper.
Nope. Try again.
Last try.
Gardener.
Try again.
Mm,
A gardener
Estate.
doesn't sold something.
Estate agent.
Okay. That's estate agent, someone who sold land or houses. You say agent. You say
Estate agent.
very good. What about letter C?
House. Is the number. The shop in the sea is housekeeper.
Very good. What about letter D?
The shop is in picture D is surfing instructor.
Very good. What about the last number or the last letter? I'm sorry. Letter D is stunt performer. Stunt performer. What about letter E? Yeah, because it looks like also a surfing instructor because they are in the water. What about letter E?
So let the job in photo E is builder.
Very good. That's correct. So for this one, you got an almost perfect score. That's 4 out of 5. Okay. So now, before we proceed with the listening strategy, since it's almost time, we will just end here. And do you have any question to me? Yeah, do you have any question to me, Anne?
No.
Okay, since you don't have any question, thank you so much for joining our class today, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye and have a good night and keep safe always. Don't forget to answer your homework. I'm going to send that one later. Do you understand?
Understanding.
Okay, so bye bye, Anne.